What's up, guys? It's Parnellix. I'm coming back with another Warwick starter guide video, and this one's going to be talking about my Warwick build in a mid-game centric aggressive carry build that you guys probably are hoping Warwick has, because a lot of people will think that Warwick can just build full tank and play like an autofill jungler and get carried because he's really simple. But that's not true. Now, that's the type of style that I went over in my last video, which was the Tankwick build. I discussed, playing safe, playing smart, and just general Warwick, discussing how he works and stuff, and just catering towards a beginner. But this one's going to be catered towards people who know how to play Warwick. And for those who don't know how to play Warwick and are watching this video, or maybe are in the process of learning, this is something a playstyle you can try out and work towards. Now, I think that Warrior Wick is better than Cinderhawk, than the tank build, but there's definitely situations where you would want to go one or the other. I think tank build never fails. The Warrior Wick build sometimes fails, but I think that Warrior Wick definitely has its really high highs. So yeah, this build, like I said, in this video, I wanted to go over Warwick mechanics, and focusing on a mid-game centric aggressive playstyle, being proactive around the map, making plays, ending the game fast instead of just scaling and getting carried. You're going to play like a carry this game. Warwick, with this build, plays more like a Irelia or a Jax or something like that, more than a Nautilus or a Mumu, full tank. So that's something you got to remember. You're playing more like a bruiser, and you're a little bit squishier as a result, because of it, because you're going warrior. And that's what I mean. The way you play out these fights is going to be similar in that instance. So I'll just dive right into the build. So everything's pretty standard. Nothing like I think I explained like the beginner items and everything last video. But let's get into Warrior in general. So Warrior gives you 60 AD and 10% CDR, as opposed to the like 300 health, 380 health maybe on Cinderhawk. And of course, Cinderhawk's health scales up, but Warwick generally is a mid-game champion that you don't want to scale into the late game with. He's not bad late game. But he's not fantastic. So that's why I like to focus on the mid-game power spike that Warwick can have. And with Warrior, you definitely get it. You get 10% CDR, which is insane. CDR is an insane stat in Warwick if you're able to actually utilize it very well. And then the 60 AD, which is extremely gold efficient. A lot of people, when they think damage on Warwick, they think of pre-rework Warwick where you build on hit. But that on hit damage on Warwick isn't quite as good anymore. It's just the way his kit works and everything. But attack damage is fantastic. His Q has a 1.2 AD ratio, and that's a spammable ability as well. His W is inherently an attack damage ratio on its own. A lot of people don't think about that. It's an attack speed bonus. You're going to, just because it doesn't say in red letters, you get, plus, something AD, doesn't mean that you don't benefit from the attack damage there. If you're attacking more, you're playing a 1-to-1 AD ratio a lot more often. So you actually have lots of DPS with this build. And then, of course, you have your R also scales off of AD. I don't actually know the ratio on the top of my head, but it's a pretty good scaling. I think it scales with bonus AD. Also, his Q and his R, the healing that they get scales off of the damage you deal. So if you're doing a lot more damage with your Q and your R, you're going to have more sustain in these fights, assuming you're not getting one shot. So that's something that's really good with this build. And like I said, it's super efficient in the mid game and allows you to like really hard carry these games. You're kind of squishy, but you got to understand in the mid game, you're not going to be 5v5 team fighting. This build allows you to power farm or like get ahead. If you're really strong, you're going to be able to generate more leads and get more gold. So with this build, even though you don't have the tank stats that you would with the Cinderhawk, you're able to get more gold that will give you more tank stats. And that's what I end up building afterwards. I start building tank after Warrior. So what I normally build, I go Deadman's after Warrior, and 8 out of 10 times I go Deadman's Plate. Now some circumstances I'll go Spare Visage after Warrior, and that's if I'm against heavy AP, obviously, or there's like a big AP threat, or a Randwins if I'm against a lot of crit. But generally I will get a Deadman's Plate, and occasionally like a Bramble Vest, but that's just not a full item. It builds into Thornmail, but Sometimes I'll go to Bramble Vest. But generally, I go Warrior, Deadman's. Like I said, you can go one of these two depending on the situation. But if you want to default to anything, go Deadman's. Gives you huge movement speed, allows you to roam around the map and apply pressure and not get kited out very well. And yeah, like I said, all these items right here are pretty optional. I don't know why I have Locket. That's just, no, let's not get that out of here. That's pretty garbage. Yep, alright. I don't know why I had Locket in there. I'm not building that. Not in this build. But I'll say the general build. If you guys want a a general build, it would be Warrior into Deadman's into Spirit Visage into Iceborne Gauntlet. I build that like exact order quite a bit, and then I'll go like Titanic Hydra last. You can also get this 5th before Iceborne, just kind of depends. That build won't fail you. So that's just kind of something I want to get out of the way. So let's see. Let's talk about rune sets. So what are we looking for? Okay, rune sets here. So this is the runes. These are the runes that I run for Warwick majority of the time. I shouldn't say majority of the time. This is what I run on Warwick. And on the last video, I talked about sorcery secondary, where you'd go Transcendence and Water Walking. It's not bad. It's definitely not a bad rune set whatsoever. But I think Ghost Poro and Relentless Hunter, but mostly Ghost Poro, is OP. So that's why I run Ghost Poro. Now, if you don't know how to utilize Ghost Poro very well, or like wards and stuff, then don't run it. Go sorcery secondary. That's why I put it in the beginner videos, because it's not a bad rune set. It's just that if you're able to utilize the vision from Ghost Poro, it's better than any of these other secondary runes. So that's why I run it the way it is. And like I said in my previous video, you go Press the Attack, Triumph, Legend Alacrity, or Tenacity. It kind of depends what you want. Default to Alacrity. How I go to approach Champion Select is I'm like, okay, if I'm going to get stunned up a bunch, I'll go Tenacity. If not, then Alacrity. And then Last Stand. So that's what I run on Warwick. And yeah, I'll just, once I get into this game here, I'll talk about more in depth about how I play out the game. I want to, the reason I'm doing all this in the beginning of the video is so that I can focus on the game itself and provide you guys good gameplay, and then to just explain what my thought process was after the fact or in between, as opposed to trying to commentate over fights and misplaying. So yeah. And then I'll also show you guys some mechanics, just canceling stuff with Q, following dashes, all that jazz. But that's basically how you gotta play this build. You gotta have the mechanics to play Warwick, or else it's not gonna work out as well as Tankwick. Because if you're not killing anyone, then you might as well just build tank and soak damage. And that's about it for me right now, so I'll get in the game right now. Alright, so here we are in game. So yeah, Warrior Wick. So here's my preset. I need to actually clean this all up because I kind of messed it around. Navigating it's a little tough, especially when I'm going for pink wards, but that's no big deal. So team comp wise, sort of I'm up against the Yasuo, Zinzao jungle, Twisted Fate, Kaisa, and Brand. I could have went Tenacity this game, since they have TF and Brand stuns. It's a lot of stuns. Probably gonna be targeted on me. But I'd rather just have the Alacrity so that I can outduel the Zinzao and snowball the early game, basically. Okay, that's fine. I don't care if I get harassed out early. Let's fix them. Yeah, but like I said, doesn't really matter if I get poked out early. I have infinite sustain, and brings up another point I want to make later on. I'll just make it right now. Is I never use my E on Warwick in the jungle. A lot of people do that. Even people who are good at Warwick, I see them always use their E in the jungle. It doesn't matter. You don't want to use your E in the jungle. It's a waste of mana and a cooldown. You have infinite sustain. The damage reduction, the fear is rarely going to help you out, or help you survive, or I don't know what people think is going to happen. So don't use your E in the jungle. Make sure you always have it off cooldown. It's kind of sketchy. Okay, when I do my raptor clear, which you can look how I did my raptor clear, I kind of messed it up a little bit. I'll probably discuss it in a later video. So if you're confused about that raptor clear, I'll discuss it in a later video. So I kind of messed it up. Since I went bot side, we might end up vertical jungling here. I'm not going to go take my jungle, my camps, because I'm going to end up sacking this Scuttle Crab, and that'll put me behind Xin Zhao, and I don't want to do that. So what we can do is do a concept called vertical jungling, where we just take each other's. I take his top side, he takes my entire bot side jungle. And he actually went for an early gank, so this is really good. Especially when you consider the fact that I can, he has a blood trail on him. So he recalled. So what that's blood trail just showed me is he recalled. It's actually kind of rare I get to show a blood trail mechanic like that. But that's why it's important to track your blood trail, because this helps me a ton. Like, I'll show you guys what I mean here. I'm gonna put down my Ghost Pro here. Wait, let's just kill this guy. Hold Q to avoid the knockup. And then there we go. I'm in a fucking awful predicament though. Let's suicide to this. Got executed. No kill going over to Twisted Fate or Yasuo, and they had to leave their lanes for us. That's really good. Like I said, my bot side jungle is completely safe since he's level 2 and he ganked for an early gank bot. I took 2 of his camps, and now I'm just going to go and secure my own camp. So I have a huge lead over Xin Zhao. If he didn't just face check that bush like that and suicide, then I would have just recalled and taken my camps. So that's what we're just going to end up doing right here. I got my Tiamat. Tiamat is such a huge power spike in Warwick right now. If Warwick started the game off with Tiamat, he would be probably the best jungler in the game right now. Or one of the best junglers. But he's pretty weak before Tiamat in the current meta. So this is really nice not be able to actually get this early on. It gives me more burst during ganks, and it also gives me more AoE, including camps, obviously. But people underestimate the burst. Like, it actually does give you a lot more burst during ganks, because you can cancel the Tiamat animation. Watch, I'll go Q Tiamat. Press Q while you're like taking a bite out of someone. Press Tiamat, and you cancel the Tiamat animation. That's just an extra 1.18 idiot. Look at how much. That's 100 bonus physical damage to him. So something to keep in mind. So let's go counter jungle here a little bit. Oh yeah, this guy's so this should be free. Okay, I kind of gave it away. I think he saw me. Let's take this. Blood trail down bot. I can't gank mid. I have no way of approaching. So we can just gank bot. Oh god, he hinted. He's gonna complain about me, but I can't really do anything there. Just wanna make sure to avoid the stun here. There, so this is just free. Hold Q to make sure I can follow any flashes, but they don't have flash, so. Just push out the wave. It's perfect. See, I really is bitching, but come on, you guys jungles probably if you're watching this video, so you guys know what I'm talking about here. Can't really do anything there. I'm not gonna be able to walk. Twisted Fate's not gonna AFK there and just like let me walk up and auto him to death. He was under tower. He was like right here. So she should have just not engaged. That's fine though. That's fine. And we made a kill down bottom. We're just not gonna say anything to her, and we'll just move on, and she'll forget about it, and we'll be in okay shape here. Ooh, this is not good though. Is there a? He already took the Scuttle Crab. Unlucky. So I see his blood trail here. And I see that Xin Zhao is not going for his camp, so I can just kind of go for this behind their back. See that? Just Fate and Yasuo are in lane, so I'm not at no risk here. Yasuo wants to go back to his red buff, so this isn't going to be a situation where I have to really panic and run as soon as possible. And I get my ult here anyways. Remember, you can use your ultimate as an escape as Warwick. Your R is immune to CC while you're flying in the air, so if you get caught, just make sure, as long as someone's not on top of you, you can ult away over a wall, and you don't have to worry about getting a CC'd out of it. It's just a guaranteed gap closer.
I killed him first.
This Yasuo, wait, this Yasuo is it's in here. There's no wind wall. I kind of want to go for him, but this is very greedy here. Okay, I just very clearly a ward there. You can see Xin Zhao charging at me like that. I'm gonna take this Scuttle Crab while I can. Just smite it just so I can get out of here, because just Faye has priority. I have to be careful. If he comes out with me with a stun card and Xin Zhao's there, then I might have to ult away there. So it's up top though. This is just a all in here. This Yasuo should be dead. Really, really fast though. So I wanted the assist. Cannon should have let me get for the assist, but he just didn't want me to KS. I mean, I would have KS. I'm just saying, but definitely better to get the assist gold. So I'm gonna use that Blitz I have bot lane to go for this just Fate. My E makes me reduce the damage I take from towers, so I'm able to utilize that in order to survive. I think that flash is actually just terrible, but it's whatever. Better safe than sorry. Yeah, Yasuo's coming. I mean, not Yasuo. Xin Zhao's going to invade my blue buff. Kind of sucks. But we got our warrior, so this is all I care about. I don't care about this. Sure, Xin Zhao, you can take my blue buff as a consolation prize, but so far this game is in my favor. Did he actually take my blue? Or was that his blue? That's his blue. So he didn't take my blue, he's taking dragon, and that's a terrible call. And yeah, this is them feeding. Oh, he almost got the grab back. It's okay. Well, I got a free dragon gifted to me. I'll take it. Perfectly fine with that. Wish I would have been able to get the kill, but I got ulted out by Xin Zhao, so I just went for the dragon instead of Xin Zhao. Initially, I was aiming for Xin. Just full clear my I'll take my blue buff. I'm not gonna full clear. This Yasuo I think might greed. So my head, nah, I think it's gonna recall. Sit down bot. See, all these lanes are getting pressured out so hard. It's really difficult for me to make a decision. Got my ultimate coming up. So watch how I approach this Twisted Fate here. My arm makes me immune to CC, so if he throws out a stun card at me, I can use that to avoid any stun. Unless he just doesn't throw it out. Nice. Boom. There we go, boys. That's what I'm talking about. You see, I can use my Q to follow the flash of Yasuo there, and also his dash. I tried to actually ignore his knockup, but he didn't throw it out at me. He was trying to kill Irelia. Oh. This lifesteal. Oh my god! Oh my lord! I almost got killed by that comet. I was at like 0 health. Damn near. Let's recall. I'm really, really low. I can actually jungle at this low of health as Warwick. I think most people are aware of that, but just in case you're wondering, I could go back and just full clear my camps because I'm going to sustain perfectly fine at this health level. But if I'm this low, I won't be able to. I mean, I could get to half health off of 2 camps and be fine, but I have enough for my boots, so let's just go for it. You know, recall if you're able to get a good item. If I had 400 gold there, I would have just went and cleared my camps. But otherwise, that's my boosts I'm able to get. This game looks like a it's a game where my lanes are kind of winning, so I apologize for that, and I want to be able to, you know, full on carry a game. So I'll still post this video, obviously, but this won't be my only video I'm making on this warrior build. If my teammates are doing really well and I'm not able to actually like solo carry a game, I can't really, like, you know, make my teammates feed. It's their decision. And heck, when I want them to play well, they usually end up feeding anyways. So this is kind of unfortunate, unlucky timing. But hey, like I said, I can maybe get another video in later where I'm doing a little bit more work. I'm doing pretty well. Like, I'm doing very well this game. Oops. I'm doing a lot of work, boys. That's all I'm saying. I actually did mess up mechanically there. I should have used my Q to... I was trying to use my Q to avoid the knock-up on Xin Zhao's Q. Oh god, I wanted that blue buff. It's whatever. But like I said, I wanted to avoid the knock-up on Xin Zhao's Q, but I messed it up. I Q'd too early. It worked out because we're fed. But just to let you guys know what I was planning on doing there. Flash and Twisted Fate. Xin Zhao has nothing to farm here. He literally has no camps, and we have... Oh, I got one shot. See, this is the danger of the warrior build. You're gonna be very squishy, so if there's 3 people there, I should have flashed out earlier. I tried, I wanted to get my burst off before, but I shouldn't have done that. Very clearly. I got CC'd and one shot before I could do anything. Alright, hey, maybe my team will throw here. Maybe this won't be like a... Maybe I will carry this game. Oh, no. Kennan's making sure that's not the case. Oh, actually. Okay, dude, these blood trails are really absurd right now. So this is if they ever stay at this low of health, yeah, this is fucking free kills like all day. I have flash and R. I'm gonna get 2 kills here. I didn't have to use it. Just sidestep the stun. Holy moly, these wards. Let's clear out these camps. And that's, like I said, I still have my ultimate and my my flash. I mean, you saw how much damage I was dealing. That's the point of this build. I do so much burst with this build. And also DPS. So I'm looking for kills. I'm out for blood. Let's just flash all. We can approach these guys. This is no issue. They're aware though. They're aware that they will die if they make any attempt there. But just keep counter jungling when you're ahead like this. You just gotta put your force in the enemy team. Let them know that you're ahead. This Xin Zhao should not be able to farm a single camp for the rest of the game. Well, maybe not a single camp, but you know, he should struggle to find camp. It should be a gift. A raptor camp should be a gift for him this game. A blessing. A sign of hope. Oh, damn. I don't have enough for my... dead mans. I'll get this ocean dragon and then probably grab my Grom. That should be enough for dead mans. There's so much action happening in this game though. Okay. It's a good kill by Aurelia there. Let's recall. We have enough for dead mans, and this is what I'm going to buy this game. I could also, like, if there's a couple options I have this game. Dead Man's is definitely the best item to get here first. but they also they have 2 crit 80 carries, and they also have 2 high. I don't want to say Twisted Fate isn't a high DPS mage, but Brand is. So Adaptive Helm might be very good, and Randuin's might be good this game. So you gotta think about what type of items or what hard counter their team. So that's what I'm gonna be looking for this game. I could also go for Iceborne if I get fed, like really fed, for the CDR. That's really up to you. Wow, I just tell you, if I go Adaptive Helm and Randuin's Omen, I will not die this game. It will be a struggle. So one thing that I'd like to do before picking up Rift Herald is I use my trinket beforehand, because I won't have access by the time I use Rift Herald. My trinket's probably gonna be up, right? A lot of people don't do that. I don't even have to use it. Okay, if they're gonna do, there's 2 people mid and there's 2 people bot, so I'm just gonna use. Wait, this is interesting. Interesting macro decision by them. I'm going for these guys, so. I messed up. Wait. You guys didn't see that? Oh god, this is beyond bad. Or is it? Oh yeah, it's pretty bad. You guys didn't see that one. That was nothing really to learn there. That's what not to do in Warwick. So if you guys want to know what bad mechanics look like, hey, 19 minutes in the game, you got a clip there. I'm just gonna go Spirit Visit second. I want some MR. Let's go Kindle Gem though for CDR. I think Kindle Gem second is pretty good. I could just go Null Magic Mantle and Ruby Crystal. But I don't think they have enough magic damage for me right now. Well, maybe they do. Personal decision. I think I can utilize the CDR a lot better. So let's try to end this game though as soon as possible, because that's what I want to focus on, the mid-game power spike, which I've very clearly shown I'm very strong. Of course, they're very behind, so it's a little bit harder to show in terms of an even game what it looks like. But even if they were very ahead, I'd still be this strong for the most part. But let's try to end the game before they get to late game, because that's when I start to fall off with this build. I don't have the scaling health of Cinderhawk. I'm a little bit squishier. Alright, well. Yeah, like I said, it's kind of sorry that I'm not card carrying this game. It's just my teammates are just too good, so it happens. I'll upload another video later at some point where I have more impact than my team, the rest of my team. But I just want to get a video out for you guys. At least where I can explain things, because the next time I do a video, I don't have to explain as much. I'll be able to just play and just show you guys what I'm talking about and be more focused, more precise. These blood trails after blood trails. Let's kind of just do a little fake out there. Oh, that was questionable. Okay, my flash. I did not mean to flash there. I meant to Q auto then flash, but I actually fat fingered that. This game's good. At this point, the game's just chaotic. So, game's basically over. You guys, you can keep watching though to see if something happens. There might be some cool mechanics I can do. So that's gonna be my goal for the rest of this game. This game is just basically over at this point. We have Baron. Their base is being destroyed at 20 minutes into the game, and we're super fed. But maybe I can show you guys a cool outplay or two, because I want to show off mechanics, and they're gonna let the game in. So we'll save that for the next video. I think I got a couple outplays I think I got to show off, but in general, kind of got carried in the end. So That's Warwick Part 1. I'll do a Part 2 at some point that'll hopefully show a better game than this, because it was just kind of a stomp from all my teammates. So peace out, guys. Have a good one. And if you like these type of videos, leave a comment, a like, the general stuff, and let me know what type of stuff you'll want to see as well on this channel, Warwick related, so that I have a general idea. If you guys want something, let me know. If you want me to build something, or if you're asking about, have questions, just ask. I always answer questions. So thank you guys. Have a good one. Peace.